Hello and welcome. This is going to be an All Signs Next 48 reading. Been a little while since I've done one of those, and I do apologize ahead of time. I'm a little out of sorts going through that final spin to win in the great unraveling, and if none of this resonates with you at all, then no worries. But I've been feeling called to do some just general readings and just see what happens. So I'm going to follow that intuition and see what comes of it. Um, I'm going to start us with the moon card. I have my zodiac moon cards. And so today is the 29th of December 2020. So the next 48 leads us up to the 31st, that climax towards the end of the year, at least of the Julian calendar. And right now, as we speak, we have a full moon coming in. Well, depending on where you are, the full moon is almost at 100%. It's like 99%, and tomorrow it'll be full 100%. But for all intents and purposes, it's already affecting us, and it's a pretty big one, especially Cancer being the sign of mother and home and things like that. So you're likely to see challenges that have to do with that, and things that have to do with the kitchen and sustenance and food, and it also bringing out inner child things, shadow work and light work and things like that. But let's see. So this card, oh, that's funny. It's card number 16, which would be related to the Tower card, and also 7, the Chariot, which is related to Cancer. The Chariot card is. And it says belonging. A sensitive, introspective phase. This is a good time to consider the next phase in your life concerning family, property, or domestic circumstances. Consider your sense of belonging. Acceptance and understanding of your needs and requirements and those of someone else will be necessary and beneficial moving forward. A parent, child, or property will require a fresh perspective on living arrangements moving further into the future. A building project, DIY, or home decorating can flourish. You may be ready to upgrade or to downsize, depending on your situation. Your domestic circumstances are likely to be led by emotional concerns just now. What do you really need in your home, and does it provide you with that? If not, ask how you can create more stability in your home life. A nesting process may be underway. Perhaps you would like to grow your family. Emotionally, a peak is being reached. If you're in sync with your emotions, this is a fulfilling time. Parenting and your relationship with your parents may prove particularly fulfilling. You may, at the very least, find yourself spending more time focusing on matters to do with parenting or parents. If your emotions are topsy-turvy, consider balancing them with the help of an expert, such as a healthcare professional, or through meditation. This card can signify deepening psychic and mystical experiences. Dreams may become more frequent or clear. You may even experience premonitionary dreams or wishes to deepen your understanding of the occult. The spiritually minded will reach deep realizations. I was getting a lot of tingles in reading that last paragraph, and I've had some heightened, interesting dreams too. And it's funny because they're in contrast to the 3D reality. So what I'm going to say is go more with your dreams than with the reality for the most part, but trust your own intuition, because sometimes dreams are just about things that we want and not necessarily things that are going to happen. But this is a time of heightened premonitionary dreams. This is your time to blossom and gain a deeper understanding of yourself, those you love, and your path in life. You may have strong intuitive and psychic abilities. This is an excellent time to step up to the next level with these abilities. Well, I guess it's good that I'm getting in and reading this. So I'm going to start with the shaman cards, the shaman oracle that I have. And we have South. This one I think came up in the last reading too. And it's about abundance. So, next 48 hours, we're seeing stuff that has to do with home and family and things like that. And also, this card a lot of times reminds me of the Two of Cups, that issues that have to do with communication and love. And also, I think just a general desire to connect with our inner fire and with nature. Now, the homophone cards, I tried to just pull one or two, but we got three, and it's an interesting set of three. We have rose, we have fir, and we have peace. And I'm feeling like the rose is like every rose has its thorns. And fir It's funny. Also, the thorn in my side sort of thing. And the tree is like family tree, but also something to do with Christmas. There may have been something that happened over Christmas that will be significant to the next 48 hours, so keep that in mind. And peace, and it's funny, I'm being called to the fact that it's actually flowers that are in there. So somebody may bring you flowers, especially with both of these. There's two flowers in here, or two cards with flowers on them in here. And the tree, I think, is a type of growth. It's also something spiritual to connect with. And I like, didn't I just say, like, that other card seems like a desire to connect. It's almost like roots. I mean, we've got three cards of plant beings. It's about roots. It's whatever you're facing or going through, especially if you're thinking about somebody else in a connection, whether it feels icky or it feels really good. It's about roots. It's about building a healthier connection with yourself so that whatever connections you then have with anyone else are going to be that much stronger because you have that connection with yourself and with your family and things like that. I get the strong image that somebody may be bringing you flowers. It may be roses or it may be other flowers, but somebody may be bringing you flowers, or you may desire to bring someone else flowers, or you may hear of somebody bringing flowers to another or something like that. In any case, so with the Rider-Waite cards, I'm going to do what I used to do. And look at the shadow card, the hot topic, and the heart of the matter, because it seems relevant to the card that came up. We only had one, but still. We have the Five of Pentacles on here. And this is in our shadow card position, so you may be feeling left out in the cold, or somebody else may be feeling left out in the cold. You'll probably see a reflection of that, especially with the mirror the way that it is. And the Five of Cups, or the Five of Pentacles, it's interesting that I said the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles are both kind of mini tower cards. And this in many ways is, well, I mean, it's like feeling left out, feeling excluded, feeling, you may have, sometimes it's a ghosting card too. It may be that there's a lack of communication between you and someone else, or you may be not communicating with someone else. And let's see, what's the hot topic for that? It's the Three of Pentacles reversed. It's interesting to have two pentacles in there. So some of this may have to do with money, though this card too can be, well, okay, so the shadow card thing can be about victimhood. So think about your shadow work that has to do with victimhood. Like, I know for me, one of my challenges right now is allowing myself to feel, not to feel like a victim, but to accept where I've been victimized in some ways, and to find a way to reconcile and be okay with having given my power away, so to speak, to that sort of situation, without going into like a melancholy space of like, well, I've been victimized, or you've hurt me, and doing this and that. And it's been kind of a lot of the work of this year, I think. So, and I know a lot of people are working on that, but it might, that energy in there too, like, you're going to see that reflected around you these next 48 hours, how other people feel victimized. And are they acknowledging where they've been victimized, or are they going into victimhood? And what are they choosing to do with that energy? And is it leading them to repeat cycles of toxicity that they just talked about feeling victimized from, or is it leading them out of it? Because the Five of Pentacles is both about like feeling left out in the cold, but it's also about like finding spirit and getting actual healing and help. It just depends on which way you take it. And then to have the Three of Pentacles, like, this is often a third party card, and in upright it'd be like keeping up appearances, doing, sometimes it can be about sometimes it can be about like creating commitments, but oftentimes it's an illusion. And then on the other side of it, it's sometimes it's like the blogger, or the vlogger card. And I don't know, what I'm really sensing from it actually is that it's another kind of tower card. So this is hot topic. This is third party situations falling apart. And if you see on here, like there's the guy standing on a bench there, and he's standing kind of towards the end, and it's not exactly a really stable place to be in. That's part of sometimes where you'll see this as somewhat of a tower card, especially in reverse. It's like it topples over because it wasn't very stable in terms of standing on. It was meant for sitting on, and it's like you might see, in fact, you might see a situation arise. I'm just seeing 1010 on there too, so Wheel of Fortune energy times two. You may see what appeared to be like on the outside in the 3D, what appeared to be like a somewhat stable situation, either for you or for someone else that was mostly about money, but it may have been pretending to be mature love or things like that. You're gonna see it topple and be revealed as like this is the hot topic. This is what's on the forefront of your mind, of anyone else you're thinking about, and likely the thing that you're going to be seeing other people kind of talking about a fair amount is things that didn't go exactly the way that they thought they would go, sort of thing. Interesting, in the heart of the matter, look at that, Wheel of Fortune itself and an upright, which kind of fits with the abundance thing there. And also it does fit with the shadow card and the hot topic card. I have a feeling that a fair amount of you watching this are going to be doing inner work. You may be feeling left out by somebody. I'm seeing 7 on the clock, 7 p.m. on the clock, so that chariot energy, and I just saw 11:23. May have to do with a Cancerian or someone with Leo placements or Cancer placements, or you may have them. But it's like old momentum coming back up. In fact, with this 10 in here, think about the cycles that you've been observing and the things that you see that that have been happening, especially over the last year, and recognize that what you believe is true is true. And if you believe you're going to end up on the bottom, you will. If you believe you're going to end up on top, you will. I'm also feeling like because of all the 7 energy, there may be more victory than you expect. Now, the card that we got that pulled out is the 4 of Cups in reverse. And that in and of itself is kind of a tower card in itself, like a small thing. It's like having so many options that you're dissatisfied with all of them, and so you're not choosing them, and you're not choosing the one from spirit, and you may be offered a lot of options. But also in reverse, it means emotional breakthroughs. Like the cups have all been kicked over. Maybe you or somebody you're thinking about waited too long to pick something, and now all the cups are falling over. And that's part of why the hot topic is the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and the shadow work is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Anyways, I think I'm going to do a separate video for the Divine Circus cards because I don't know that I have space on here to do it right now. I will just list them. We had Death Shall Not Take Him and Her Wicked Ways. And what's funny is both cards, maybe I'll just do it this way. Death Shall Not Take Him is about recognizing that somebody that you may feel like has quit on you, or has gone into a really dark place, a real dark night of soul. Like, recognize that it's not, like, it's an illusion right now. It's like the last spin, and that it's not going to be what you think that will be. Have faith that death shall not take them. That toxicity shall not take them. And Her Wicked Ways is about recognizing that somebody's been trying to trick you, and that you don't need to listen to their trying to make you think about how awful things are or how bad you are on your own or things like that. Like, listen to your inner being. Go that direction. So whether it's yourself, like feeling like you're going to fall apart without something, recognize death shall not take you. Like the sourness of the situation shall not take you. And if it's somebody else that you're connected to and it feels like they've like finally gone into full toxic cycle or something like that, and that you're just either you're just done with them, or that they're just done with you. I just saw 1414. Just be patient and do your best to be in a place of gratitude, and things will work out better than you think. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.